Good morning, afternoon, or night, teacher. On this occasion, my group and I will present the structure of our activity book. This is the cover with the signet, and this is the back cover. This is our title page, which includes the name of me and my classmates. They are Tenocio León, Joanny Nicole, that's me, Rosales Pulache, Alesia Cristel, Ibarwen Arellano, Valeria Iromi, Fuentes Avendaño, Angélica Denise, Cabrera Torres, Anthony Joshua, Marchán Rebolledo, Josué David, and Pinto Fernández, Zulay Noemi. We have dedicated this work to you for your teachings and to ourselves for the effort we have put into it. And there are our acknowledgements. We want to thank our university for being our alma mater and our faculty for providing us with essential resources to create this book. We also want to thank you, Dr. Jairo Jaime Turriate Chavez, for your guidance, and we also want to thank our families for their unconditional support and their trust in us. As you can see in our table of contents, we have separated the 7 sections, one of each of us. First come the reading section, which is my part. Speaking is handled by my colleague Josué, vocabulary by my colleague Alessia, listening by my colleague Angelica, grammar by my colleague Anthony, writing by my colleague Valeria, and review by my colleague Noemi. Okay, to begin with, the first text indicates what clinical psychology is, what it deals with in its field of study, and how practitioners work. In our first premise, we have the task of reading the text and underlining the qualifying adjectives. Our second activity is to carefully read the text and write true or false. In this activity, students have to use the text as a guide to determine if the information presented is true or false. Our third activity involves filling in the blanks with words from the text. This is done by continuously reading both the text and the prompts to determine which word comes next. We have a second text that now covers the field of psychotherapy, how it can help us, and its origin. In the first questions, we have to choose the correct answer. This time, the student must mark, according to the text, which of the 3 alternatives is correct. In the second part, we have to answer the questions with short answers taken from the text. Here, the student has to know how to respond according to the text and structure an answer correctly. In the third part, as in the first text, we have true or false question. The student must read carefully and determine if the information given is true or false. This is the reading part. Thank you.
Good morning, teachers and classmates. My name is Josué Marchán, and today I'm going to present the design and the format of my student book for English for Health Sciences, specifically focused in the speaking of clinical psychology. Each unit is structured in 3 main blocks to guarantee the effective learning. First, a clinical dialogue between the psychologist and the patient. Second, a key clinical term section. And 3, interactive exercise. Well, this format ensures that students don't just learn solid vocabulary, but actually master how to conduct a professional psychological interview in English. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Alessia and I will explain the exercise in my unit. Vocabulary 1. Match each term with its correct definition. 2. Identify the images. 3. Find the words in this found word search. 4. Fill in the blank with the correct word. 5. Match the others with their main contribution. 6. Mark the correct term with an X. 7. Unscramble the letters to form the word. 8. Complete the crossword puzzle. 9. Write a piece of advice for the situation presented. 10. Fill in the blank with the correct term. 11. Write a sentence in the simple past tense. And finally, question 12. Write a piece of advice based on the situation. Thank you.
Good morning, teacher. My name is Angélica Denise Fuentes Avendaño, and I will continue with the listening. So let's start. For the first part, we need to listen to the audio named Charlotte Clinical Psychologist and circle the best option to complete the sentences. Also, we need to circle true or false about Charlotte and match 1 to 6 with A to F. For the second part, we have to listen to the audio named Dream Jobs Clinical Psychologist and answer the question correctly. Also, we choose the correct answer for each question and match 1 to 4 with A to D. Finally, for the third part, we listen to the audio named Day in the Life Clinical Psychologist and fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs in the box. Also, we choose the correct option for each question and circle true or false about Leslie. Thanks for all.
Hi, my name is Anthony and I created Unit 5, Grammar. In this unit, I included three basic topic grammar topics: verbs to be, simple present, and should and shouldn't. I chose these topics because they are easy to learn and useful for beginners. The vocabulary, examples, and exercise are related to clinical psychology. I used simple words such as patient, therapist, psychologist, clinic, feelings, and training to connect the grammar with the main topic of the book. To complete the activities, students must read the instruction. In the verb to be, they choose is, or are. In the simple present section, they use the correct form of the verb. And in the show and show them, they choose the correct word to give advice. At the end, students can check their work with the answer phrase. Thank you for attention.
Hello, everyone. Now I will present the writing section for our student book. In this unit, students practice using vocabulary related to clinical psychology, such as stress, anxiety, therapy, psychologist, and mental health. First, students learn how to write complete sentences. For example, they complete sentences, organize words in the correct order, and identify the subject, verb, and complement. Then they practice the simple present by completing a paragraph and writing their own ideas about mental health. And finally, students develop their writing skills through dialogues, short paragraphs, emails, reflections, among others. These activities help them to express ideas, give advice using short, and communicate in real life situations. Thank you.
In this unit, titled Review, we will analyze this question. For example, the first question asks us to fill in adverbs of degree. The answer for the first item would be B. Depression can be extremely serious and so the second item deals which about complete which won't or shall and E. In a conversation. The question 3 is shows the correct form. The question 4 is phrasal verbs which on and off, completed. The question 5 is verb to be. The question 6 is sobre present simple. Question 7 is about should and shouldn't. For example, the second one is people should ask for help when they feel sad. The question 8 is multiple choice review. To complete which alternatives A, B, and C. The question 9 is complete and 10 is true and false. Question 11 is fill in the blanks, which the alternatives present here. Finally, the question presents scenarios and dialogues for us to respond to base on our knowledge. is the question 12.